Hi everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today's video surprise is our new Avocado Green Mattress. This mattress is a mattress we purchased. Avocado, we're not paid. We didn't get this mattress free, so I'm giving my honest opinion. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, and also the thumbs up if you like this video at the end. So we purchased this mattress from the store and we tested it out and I felt that it meets our needs. We're back sleepers and we have it for about a week, so I'm doing this video after a week. Okay, so let's take a look at the inside of the Avocado Green Mattress. Before I get started, this one has been organic certified as well too, and it has the GOTS and GOLS and also a lot of other certification as well too. So first of all, I'm going to start out. This one has no glue or anything that in particular. I think there was some talk on another YouTube video that some were using glue before in the past. I don't know if it's true, but this one doesn't have anymore. So the top layer is made of cotton. Then you got the wool as a fire retardant. All right. Then the next one is a 2-inch. Yes, it's a 2-inch Dunlop latex. Dunlop is a little bit more firm than Talalay. And next, underneath that, you got the 8-inch coils. There are different types of coil on this green mattress, but this is the 8-inch, by the way, and they're different sizes. Underneath that, you got the 1-inch Dunlop latex. Okay, so let's look at the coil layout here. So more information in the description for the whole article from Avocado Mattress. And zone 1 is on the sides left to right. Zone 2 is the front and back. And zone, the one in the middle over here, which is really important to us, is the blue one over here. So the blue one is the one that has more firmer coils and stuff like that. And if you lie down, it's supposed to hold your weight down from sagging into the bed. And that's the big thing. And the head, you got the red and the brown, they're interchangeable. Like those are the softer coils, but the one in the blue is the area that you're gonna get a little bit firmer coils. So if you lie down, you don't sink all the way in like some beds. So that's really a great thing if you're a back sleeper, or a stomach sleeper. And I could tell you, it is a major difference when we tried it out at the store, and also the one we purchased also at the same time. Instead of using glue and other adhesive, which is bad for you, they use a process of running a ribbon with a little end piece over there, the circular end piece, through the mattress to hold the layers together. And there's a number of them on the bed on the top. It shouldn't really bother you that much, but you might feel a little bit when you sleep on the bed. Just want to mention that. Okay, so I'm going to top out the green mattress base and the metal frame. So this is the metal base, all right? And this is the metal frame. There's no instruction with the metal frame, but it's simple to install overall. So it shouldn't be a major thing. So there are like 5 pieces all together for the metal frame, and all the others, are for the base. So this is the instructions for the base, all right? So we're gonna go through the setup overall, so it makes it easier. Some people didn't have the instruction just in case, or it makes it difficult to read, which I thought initially was that. But after you figure it out, it's actually pretty simple overall. So, the instructions have an FAQ, and you should call them if you have questions. Okay, let's get started. First thing you need to do if you set up the metal frame first is you want to put this thing on top of this thing, and you do it for all the different rails. So that's in short. So it's simple, easy to do. So you actually don't need instructions, But once you figure that out, then you're gonna have your frame all set up, But I'm gonna do a demo for that over here. So not to go too fast on this thing. I know some people are new to this thing, just like I did before. And you take this part, like I mentioned earlier, and you just drop it in right here, and you make sure it's flush. So when it's flush, all the different parts should be even, and you have a flat surface, just like this over here, right? That's flat, right? The one in the middle, same thing. It doesn't matter which piece you put in, as long as you form that frame, the metal frame. And they all go in smoothly, by the way, too. And you can press on them to double check if it's smooth or not, right? So it should be 6 contact points total. 3 on each side, left and right. You can rock it back and forth and stuff like that. And our bed frame, unfortunately, is a California king one before. So we actually changed to a Eastern king, which is the king size. Okay, the next thing you want to do is actually take the rubber bands off of these ends. You notice there's the pin, right? You have one on each side. Then you also have the up arrow. So that's important to take note of that. So we're going to remove the pin first, of course, right? Because these holding it together, so you can split these apart and install them. And you know, there should be 4 pieces of this one as well too. So these are going to be the 4 sides. And notice this one we had upside down. You know, to take the rubber band off, just pull it off, and you probably could reuse the rubber band for something else. These are pretty good rubber bands, by the way, even though, you know, it came as a shipping. And, you know, if you don't like it, you can always float away, I guess. But these are nice rubber bands. Okay, so once you have that, all right, you take the rubber band out, you take the pin out, right? You notice also in the middle, they have these, you know, brackets or latch, whatever you want to call it. So make sure that's visible and it's pointing upward, all right? So initially I did this setting up the base on the frame, which is a not so good of an idea, but I do want to go through the video on this to show you how it's set up. Up arrow is always pointing up. All right, so very simple to set up for these. I mean, self-explanatory to say the least, right? And you just put it through the latch, then you lock it in. Whoever designed this must be really smart and make it very simple. You know, it's not complicated like some of the other brands out there. So you notice they overlap. They make sure the hole in the middle, you could, you know, it's not blocking anything. All right. So I'm going to show you a few places that initially I set up and did make a mistake, then I corrected it. Like this over here. So I made the other one too low, and you know, this one is still too high. So notice that, but this one I did right. All right. So you can see the hole and everything is balanced. The top part I found out you have to be flat and smooth. All right. So notice the one I did wrong is not, right? And also, of course, you have it showing pointing up. I usually take these out. Well, I like to take it out because, you know, you're going to put the center beams in, right? So up, then you're going to drop the other one in here, right? So now I fixed that over here. So you notice the top part is now smooth. You can see through the holes pretty much. Yeah, I didn't put the pin in. The pin is pretty easy to get in. So just like that, you take it out. Just like that, you push it in. As simple as that. So then it's even, right? So that's how you correct it. And the top part is smooth. But make sure you have it aligned, which I need to probably do it, make it aligned off camera. And I also found out that if you put it on the floor to do it, it's a lot easier than put it on the metal frame. Just put it like that. There's a little notch. You can see that before we put it in. When it goes all the way in, you know, it latches together. So it's a solid piece. So that's important. And we could do that over here as well too. You know, put it in. And if your hole and your opening is correct, then it just goes in. So, but 9 is not 100% aligned. So that's when I realized that, you know, maybe it's better to take this thing and put it on the floor before we put it all in. So, you know, that's a lot easier. So, and, you know, they only come with the parts on the list. They don't have any spares. So if you were to damage any part, pretty much you had to contact Avocado to get replacement. So put it on the floor. I found it's a lot easier to put all the pins in, especially if it's not on the metal frame, and also easier to center them. Notice that not all the beams are 100% lined. There's a there's a little difference in perfect fit, and like this one over here, right? It's gonna have a little off by a millimeter or two, right? So, and also on this thing, there's a you feel the latch, you push it in. Of course, you don't need to buy the base if you have a different base that's also similar or does the same thing. Avocado say they're not recommending box springs or something like that, and they told me that, well, warranty be void if you don't buy the base, right? That's what the person told me. So it's not that expensive overall. So just fork the money out for the base overall. So now I have all the pins in right now. All right. And I don't want to put the center beam in now, then carry it over to the metal frame. It's easier to carry it right over now to the metal frame. So I have it on the metal frame right now. And as you can see, everything is, pretty much aligned, right? So just moving it around to make sure everything looks aligned. And that's the thing you probably want to do. So, it's on the rails. It's not on the falling from the side of the rails or anything like that. Then you could put the center beam in next. Let me see. So this one looks good. Sorry if I'm going too slow, folks. You can skip ahead if you need to. All right, so I'm going to start out with the first beam in the middle. Notice the arrow's pointing up. All right, just going to lay it down here. And up, you see the red arrow. It's nice of them to label that and staple that, I guess. So you just drop this in place and make sure it goes all the way down, right? And likewise on this side. And this one I did already. I'm going to show you the other one. I know it's complicated to do when you're holding the camera on the other side. Yeah, this one is showing up. And it doesn't matter if you face it to the left or to the right. Okay, so just drop it in. Of course, it's easier when you have two hands to do it. There it goes. And let's see if I could do this one, holding the camera at the odd angle. Nope. Let me see if you hold it up. I'm right-handed, unfortunately. I can't do it with the left hand, so I have to change hands. And once you push it in, it will look like this. All right. So now you got the center wales in. Then you can put the last pieces in. So this is how it looks like. We have everything set up pretty much, besides the other part, the other wood, the other frame. And this one's easy. Only the ends have Velcro tape. You can move it and make it straight. They have like a black piece of ribbon or something. You have to make that straight. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory as well too. Self-explaining, whatever you want to call that. And once you get everything aligned, it should be pretty much flat. It's not going to be 100% flat. I don't think they get 100% flat. The wood in the middle doesn't have any Velcro tape. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could put Velcro tape yourself, because it still works that way. Then you put the last piece in. So this one does have the up. I don't know why it does that, but it doesn't seem to matter, because they're all similar size and height. So you just want to put it in and space it out, just like that. In here is this gap, all right? And basically they wrap the wood. you know, in the middle. The beam looks good, but the so now that you have everything in, you notice the center, they both meet over there, and you're ready for the bed. So you know that's how the setup is for the base for folks that are interested. And you make sure everything is lined up. All right, everything is to be flat as possible. All right, everything is locked in. The pins are in. All right. Okay, so avocado green mattress time. So this thing is quite heavy, quite heavy. I can tell you that. Yes, they didn't come with any cutter. Be careful of using a knife or scissor. I have my mail opener, you know, open the mail thing to open it up because I've seen a lot of people do that. And a lot of layers of this nice plastic tape, pipe, you know, or plastic stuff. And yeah, so definitely need 2 people to carry this thing up. It's quite heavy. And the king size is even heavier if you decide to buy the king size like I did. And this is the king size, just the green mattress. All right, it's not the topper. I didn't buy the topper. I wanted a firm bed. So my previous bed wasn't firm enough. So it's going to be more firm, so it's better for my back. Unwrapping it takes a little time, I would say, but it's not a hard process. Once you get it on the base, that's the big thing. And you just twirl back and forth until all the wrapping's gone. Theoretically, you actually could do it on the floor as well too, but I guess we did it on the base. So it takes some time, and if a little bit thing on the mattress, if you had like 2 or 3 people that help carry it, that'd be so much easier than just, you know, one person. I don't think you could be able to lift it. Definitely don't twist your back or anything like that. So once you get that unwrapped, and this is the mattress, you can you know, expand it out or open it up. Then if you start cutting one of the corners, you can start hearing the ear leak, and ours is like, well, it's making, you know, air sounds and leaking somewhere already, right? So mine is just take a corner and start cutting, opening up the plastic. And you know, these plastic actually use it for something else. You're not just gonna float away. I mean, you know, don't want to waste it either. So nice size plastic bag or something. So first of all, the thing is already unwrapped and is you know, still expanding. Yes, these things over here, the tuffling, I don't know what you call these in particular, but the thing is, these over here doesn't really bother us that much. You do feel it if you really look for it when you're lying down. Yes, we put a comfortable protector and you know, and also sheets, of course. And one thing to note, the wrinkles go away. There is a very slight smell, but it's a nice, pleasant smell, by the way. And it's all natural, so I'm not going to worry about the smell. We had beds that are made of chemicals, which is a lot worse. And so the bed's going to be expanding for a while. And I want to go over a few things that I learned. All right. And besides the handles, the on the left and the right, there's no handles on the front. Doesn't bother us at all. And you put the bed measures on the base correctly. We're gonna adjust that. We did that afterwards. The thing is, this bed we found out is very firm. So the people that bind this bed need to understand these are great for back sleepers in most cases. All right, it depends on the individual. Everybody is different. Okay, a few things I thought I'd point out. If you have this bed and you just uncompressed it, the first day may not be the most comfortable day of sleep because not everything is expanded. On the second day, it'd be more comfortable. The third day, we still feel like something's not right. Some areas need to be more expanded than others. We actually took the bed and with the handles, we lifted it out and put it back on the base, and it was a major difference on the day that I slept. You know, so that's something to share. Maybe it'll help somebody. Yes, these little things over here doesn't bother us, but I feel it, right? So you're saying it doesn't feel anything? Yes, you feel it. And also the bed does have a little smell, which is, you know, natural for any bed. So that doesn't really bother us, but I do want to point that out. The other thing is this bed is very heavy, and even you move it, have to expand it, it's even heavier, it feels like. Those little winkles will go away over time, so don't worry about that. And when it's fully expanded, and I would say, you know, like they mentioned, spend maybe 31 days or so on it. So we're on our first week already, a bit, you know, so we're still trying it out. But this one is very firm. It's great for the back and probably stomach sleepers. Not so good on the side sleeper. If you think it's too firm, maybe you want to go for the 2-inch topper, which you could buy from Avocado or elsewhere. And, you know, that might be a worthwhile option if you wanted that. Competition. My green mattress is the big competition to this Avocado bed. So I just want to mention that over here. So I compare that to this bed. They have a 3-inch Dunlop latex. This one has a 2-inch, another inch on the bottom after the coil, which I don't know why they put it there, but they do. Right. So this one's going to be a little bit more firm than my green mattress. Just the big competition, and you got other mattress companies out there as well too. So I think I put in a link in the description. That one's going to be very competitive to the Avocado in terms of the product. But the Avocado one is the one that everybody compares their bed to. So it must be one of the better beds out there. So pros and cons. This is more higher price on the con, of course, and it's very heavy like others. But this one has the all the things you need if you're a back sleeper. You know, if you like something firm that puts you in a neutral position when you sleep on, so your back doesn't sink in or anything like that in particular. You know, some of the other brands out there, they don't have that. The coil is only one size for all. So this one has a lot of different coils, and that's the thing. It's been well engineered, I think, and you get what you pay for in terms of that. The other con I do want to mention is it took about a week and a half to get my bed. So that's pretty long, especially nowadays. You could get your bed within a few days in some places, right? Then again, this one's in high demand, and I purchased it near the end of the year. And yes, there is a 10% promo. Unfortunately, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't get the promo codes. So if you're looking for promo code, you gotta go elsewhere to look for the promo code or sign up at the Avocado website. Support is really great. I call them, people answer, or send them a chat, they will answer. Hopefully this video helps you out. You have a comment to share, please post it below. And I see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.